This video is sponsored by Ridge.
So dudes, welcome to Miami. Ridge makes lifestyle products for people on the go that want good quality and long lasting. That was bad, cut that.
Oh, sorry.
Lifestyle products for people on the go that want quality. Ridge makes lifestyle products for people on the go that want reliability and functionality above anything else. If you're not familiar with the Ridge wallet, the basic idea is pretty simple. It just consists of two pieces of hard material like aluminum or a hard polymer strapped together by an elastic band like this. You place your cards inside, and then, depending on which model you can get a cash strap or a money clip on the back to hold your cash. Ridge wallets come in a variety of different designs and colors, like this tropical one I have here, which is pretty fitting for the setting that we're in right now.
Get any kind of Ridge wallet to match your fit by going to ridge.com/Gregor and using the promo code Gregor at checkout to get 10% off of your order. Ridge wallets come with a lifetime warranty, and if you don't like them, you can return them absolutely free.
Thanks again to Ridge for sponsoring this video.
So dudes, welcome to another History of Special Forces. If you missed the episode on the French GIGN, you can check that out at the info card, but today we're taking a look at the Russian Spetsnaz. So when I use the term Spetsnaz, I'm not referring specifically to one particular Russian tactical group. It's really just their word for special forces. The history of special forces in the Soviet Union and beyond have a similar upbringing to that of the United Kingdom, considering the heavy involvement of both of these countries in the Second World War. In particular, the Russians needed a way to gather intelligence and conduct clandestine operations in Norway and Finland. Naval operations in this region of the conflict helped lay the groundwork for Russia's special operations today, particularly the exploits and experience of Viktor Leonov. Him and his men helped capture an important Finnish port that was vital to the war effort, and later his scouts were responsible for capturing and disarming a group of 3,500 Japanese troops, plus some artillery batteries, ammunition depots, and aircraft towards the war's end. Not a lot of people know that Japan and the Soviet Union did fight a little bit towards the war's end when the Soviet Union was done with Germany. Here's a picture of some American and Soviet sailors celebrating the war's end, briefly before their politicians would have a 50-year-long dick measuring contest. Viktor Leonov is not a very well-known face outside of Russia, from what I can understand, since the only thing that comes up on YouTube when you type his name in the search bar is a story about a Russian spy ship called the Viktor Leonov, literally trolling civilian ships off of the coast of Florida and South Carolina, which is one of the funniest and unsurprising things I can think of the Russian intelligence service doing with a spy ship. What?
Please wait while call is on hold.
I'm gonna get coffee.
Bridge, what is it?
Hey, Bridge, it's FBI. Hey, can you take your giant
Microphone in the water and kind of move it a little further back. We know what you're doing.
Man, like, it's not that hard to figure out. Hello, this is not American Pizza Place. You have reached the wrong number. Please
Leave message after beep.
What the beep?
Listen here.
Buddy.
Got the wings with that pizza?
Yeah, real funny. In not so politically correct territory, Soviet Spetsnaz groups were heavily involved during the Soviet-Afghanistan war. Of course, nothing bad happened, and this video is for entertainment purposes. Tactically speaking, they incorporated helicopters quite a bit.
Behind D.
There's a reason helicopters in the Modern Warfare series of games were kind of associated with big bad Russian operators in a Hollywood kind of way. Russian special forces incorporate them into their way of doing things quite heavily, and the infamous Mi-24 Hind and Mi-8 Hip got a lot of airtime in the Soviet-Afghan war. Not like they changed the outcome or anything, because the Soviets kind of, didn't go very well. Eventually, the failures of Afghanistan would help contribute to the collapse of the Soviet Union. Oh, so I'm waiting on the Soviet Union stands to comment and tell me I'm wrong. I mean, like, it did. It wasn't the only thing. Obviously, it's very complicated, but it didn't help. There's no way that I can talk about this country without pissing someone off, so we're just gonna move on. But the Russian special forces that we know of now didn't really change their doctrine that much. Most of the changes have been organizational, and the splintering parts of the USSR would frequently break into armed conflicts with intervention done by the Russian government for a number of, reasons. During the Second Chechen War, Russian special forces were used extensively to target leaders of the Chechen separatist movement. This conflict had huge reverberating effects throughout Russia politically and culturally. Which is kind of weird, because nothing bad happened, and this video is for entertainment purposes. And I will not elaborate on it any more than that. I'm going to read an excerpt from a publication called Russia Profile. They describe themselves as an English language information service and community platform consisting of a daily updated website and a quarterly special report geared toward a wide range of readers with a professional interest in Russia. Now, mind you, this was back in 2008, and the publication isn't as active as it used to be, but in 2008, this article quoted from the Carnegie Endowment Foreign Policy magazine, I'll leave a link in the description, "If there is a worst place to be a terrorist, then Russia is it, thanks to its, quote, leadership's willingness to prioritize national security over civil rights." Yikes! Let's change the subject. The Altyn Helmet. So this is an iconic helmet in video games that feature the Russians, mainly thanks to its distinct look and menacing presence. There's actually a lot of history behind this design. So Technica's helmet is a Moscow 1 helmet, which is similar to the Altyn in design. I can't find the original source of this image, unfortunately. It looks like this guy is at a con of some kind and doing a cosplay. The helmet's probably legit. Probably the most distinct aspect about this helmet is its titanium construction. Yes, it is a titanium helmet, and it's carried on the top of a head of a man who, unironically, probably does neck exercises, because it weighs about 9 pounds. Of course, this is not a video game, and in Escape from Tarkov, its construction resembles more of adamantium than titanium. I found a video by a guy named Oxide on YouTube who did some ballistic tests with an authentic version of this helmet. I'll link it in the description. These helmets were produced in substantial numbers for many members of the Russian Special Forces and saw a good deal of mileage. Many of them are still used by Russian operatives, even though their production has been discontinued in favor of more modern designs. The Soviet Shovel. Capcom's got one. In fact, the design is very similar to ones built for the Russian armed forces, so Ubisoft did their homework on this one. Now, you might think, what's the point in an operative running around with a shovel? What are they going to do, build a trench by himself? Yeah, actually they will. It's actually used primarily as an entrenching tool, but the size is standardized, so Russian soldiers could use them as measuring tools. The flat end could be used like a hammer, the edges like a knife, and it could be used as a frying pan, too. The shovel is weighted in a way that it can be used as a throwing weapon as well, and you can safely say that this is the most kick-ass shovel probably ever invented. And we gotta talk about AKs, obviously. How the AKs keep getting modified again and again and again. I want to give an idea of how prolific the AK platform is in Russian small arms, just to give you guys an idea. The current service rifle of the Russian armed forces is the AK-74M, which will probably be replaced by the AK-12 in due time, but the AK-74M is basically a modernized version of the AK-74, intermediate cartridge-designed version of the AKM, which is a modernized version of the AK-47. The basic design, to varying degrees, with the triangle-shaped fire selector on the right side, has been adopted to obviously a service rifle, as well as a light machine gun, as well as a carbine, as well as a submachine gun, and a shotgun. As far as much longer range rifles, there's the famous Dragunov design, which was bullpupped into the OTS-03, that's the gun Glaz uses, and that gun from Bad Company 2, the SV-98 bolt-action rifle. In-game, the Russian operatives have two pistol choices, the GSH-18 and the Makarov. The Makarov is a very famous Russian pistol from times of old. I call it the GSH-18, but it's a bit weird in terms of the Russian language because G is one letter and SH is also one letter. We don't really have an equivalent like that in the English language, so most English speakers are probably going to call it the Gush or the GSH. It's a pistol that uses a rotating barrel instead of like a tilted barrel like something you'd find in a Glock. I'm assuming the main purpose of this is to make the design smaller and more compact, but I'm not an engineer. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Let me know if you want to see more History of Special Forces videos in the vein of this one. I'll usually be running polls on my YouTube community page and on my Twitter page, so check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.